Welcome to Challenge Forex, and it's time now for the weekly recap. This is for the week commencing 3rd of June 2024. We want to have a look to see how we went with our trades, winning or losing trades, and if we actually made a profit. So stick around after the intro and let's get stuck into it. Beginning with the results for this week, we can see here that the weekly closed trades, we did make a profit, so 1.14%, so good for a start. And one of the questions that we did have at the beginning of the week was whether gold was going to get through here and actually break out the high and make a new high and continue to make all-time highs. But we can see here there was a move at the payroll announcement, which forced gold to go down, and it is now retesting a previous level, which could be possibly next week looking at a break of structure. But let's have a look at the actual trades that we did have this week and see how many profits and losses we actually had. Okay, so this is the result of this week's trades. As you can see, we did have a few losses here, stop loss, but we also had a couple that hit our take profit, and the take profit is actually either 1.5 or 2 times the loss level. So this is how we actually made a profit. We had a few trades that I call break even. This one was like $59, dollar positive, $2 minus 80. So these are my break even trades. Sure exactly what the reason was for closing out. I think it looked like they were going to go the wrong way, so I actually closed them out. But some of them we did actually let hit the actual stop loss and also the take profit. So let's have a look at this week's trades, and there's a few here that we didn't actually get any result from at all. Here we were looking at the US Swiss. We're waiting for this one to come back. Well, actually at the beginning of the week it actually broke through this support level, which we were thinking of buying at this point, but that didn't happen. So we will now be looking at next week possible retests on that one. This was one of our winning trades, a US dollar CAD. And you can see here that we got in after it actually closed above our zone, and we wrote it into profit. We had here this New Zealand Swiss. We're waiting for this one to come back into this zone so that we can think about taking this one long as it bounced. This here was from the non-farm payroll announcement, so it actually brought us back to this zone. So next week we'll be looking at either a breakthrough of this zone for a short or a bounce here to take this one long. This one here with New Zealand CAD was another one of our winning trades, take profit. This was one of our losing trades, the pound Swiss. So looking at the entry on this one was I probably got in this one too early. We were looking for it to come into this zone and then a positive green candle. It would have been better if it actually closed above this zone before entering, and as a result we ended up taking a hit on this one, so a losing trade. So we have a few trades here that didn't actually take, or we didn't get an opportunity to take. So this one here, at the beginning of the week we were almost at this zone, so we've been waiting for this one to actually come back and retest this zone and then take that long, but it hasn't happened yet, so we're still waiting for that one. Here's the of one of our losing trades. This was actually from last week, but it actually closed. This one was actually kept open over the weekend. So we got in at the correct time, I believe, on this one. So we had here a retest zone, a long green candle, and then the red candle closing below the zone, which led me to take a short on this one. The stop loss I should have probably put above this level here, but I actually put it above this swing high, so stop loss was probably a bit short on this one, and as a result we got stopped out. It did actually go into profit for a while and then came back and then stopped us out, so that one became a loss. And the Aussie dollar, this was a trade from last week that was actually a win, and at this point we've got our return back to the zone for the non-farm payroll announcement. Looking now to see whether this will actually break through the zone or if it's going to end up as a reversal here and take this one long. So we'll wait and see next week. Okay, now this one, the Aussie CAD, We did have a long trade last week, which actually closed at the beginning of this week in profit. This was only a small profit, but for new trades this week, this one has only just entered the zone during the non-farm payroll announcement. So we'll be looking at this one to go long in the end. So result being for this week, we did come out in front. Watch out for my next video where I do a forecast for the week commencing 10th of June 2024. See if we can predict some winning trades again for this coming week.